My name is Amira. I am an old woman. I live in a small house. My house is old but clean. I have only one son. His name is Picasso. Picasso is my life. Picasso is my hope. Picasso is my everything. When Picasso was a baby, I worked very hard. I was very poor, but I never gave up. I worked in people homes. I wash clothes. I clean floors. I cook food for others. I did all this for my son. I wanted him to study. I wanted him to become a good man. I wanted him to have a better life. Sometimes I did not eat, but I gave food to my son. Sometimes I was sick, but I still worked for him. At night I felt tired, but when I saw my son smile, I felt happy. Picasso was a good boy. He loved me very much. He always said, "Mom, I will take care of you." His words give me strength. Years passed. Picasso grew up. He became a young man. He studied hard. He got a good job. I was very happy. I thank God every day. One day Picasso said, "Mom, I will move to the city." I felt sad, but I smiled. I said, "Go, my son, make your life better." He hugged me. He said, "I will come back soon." He left the village. He went to the city. Days passed. Then weeks passed. He called me sometimes. He said he was busy. I missed him every day. I sat near the door. I looked at the road. I waited for him. One day he come home. I was very happy. I cooked his favorite food. I cleaned the house. When he came, I hugged me tightly. I said, "I miss you so much." He smiled, but something was different. He looked busy. He looked tired. He said, "Mom, I have good news." I smiled. I said, "What is it?" He said, "I got married." I was shocked, but I stayed quiet. I said, "May Allah bless you." He said, "My wife is from the city." I nodded slowly. Then he said, "Mom, you will live with us." My heart felt happy. I thought, my son loves me. I packed my clothes. I closed my house. I went with him. The city was big. Everything was new. His house was beautiful, but I felt strange there. His wife did not talk much. She looked at me with cold eyes. I tried to help her. I tried to talk to her, but she did not smile. Days passed. I felt alone in the house. My son was always busy. He went to work early. He come home late. His wife stay in her room. One day I heard them talking. His wife said, "I don't like your mother here." My heart broke. Picasso said nothing. Next day he come to me. He said, "Ammi, let's go outside." I felt happy. I thought he wants to spend time with me. We went in a car. We drove for a long time. Then we stopped. It was a quiet place. There were few people. He said, "Mom, sit here. I will come back." I smiled. I said, "Okay, my son." I sit on a bench. I waited. Minutes passed. Then hours passed. The sun went down. People come and went. But my son did not come back. I felt scared. I looked around. I called his name, Picasso, Picasso. But there was no answer. Night came. I was alone. I cried softly. I said, my son will come. But he did not come. I stayed there all night. In the morning, a kind man came to me. He said, Mother, are you okay? I said, my son will come, but my voice was weak. He gave me water. He gave me food. He said, come with me. I follow him. He took me to a small home. It was an old age home. There were many old people. They were also alone. Some were crying. Some were silent. I sat there quietly. Days passed. I still waited for my son. Every day I looked at the gate. Every day I hoped he would come. But he never came. My heart was broken. I remember his childhood. I remember his smile. I remember his words. Mom, I will take care of you. Tears came to my eyes. One day, a woman asked me, why are you sad? I said, my son left me. She held my hand. She said, you are not alone. I looked at her. She smiled kindly. Slowly, I started talking to others. We shared our stories. We cried together. We smiled together. They became my new family. But in my heart, I still miss my son. Years passed. My hair became white. My body became weak. But my love for my son never changed. One day, I saw a man at the gate. My heart beat fast. It was Picasso. He looked older. He looked tired. He came near me. He fell on his knees. He cried, Mom, forgive me. My eyes filled with tears. I looked at him. I remember everything, the pain, the loneliness, but he was still my son. I touched his head. I said, I forgive you. He cried more. He said, I made a big mistake. I smiled softly. I said, take care of yourself. He said, come with me. I looked around. I saw my new friends. I said, this is my home new. He stayed silent. He understood. I said, this is my home now. He stayed silent. He understood. He kissed my hand. He said, I will visit you. I nodded. He left again. This time I did not cry because I was stronger now. I learned something. Life is not always fair. People can change, but love stay is the heart. Moral of the story. Love your parents. Respect your parents. Never leave them alone.